Welcome to June in New Orleans, and that will continue over the next couple of days on the higher end with more than our normal rain chances. Now, those will continue over the next few hours. Still have a few isolated downpours and some thunderstorms. Generally speaking, though, the heavier rains of earlier in the day, for the most part, wrapping up. But again, still have a few isolated river parishes. Metro area still has some showers passing through, more spotty to isolated in nature. Down on the bayou parishes, and then north of the lake, some showers moving toward Slidell. If this wasn't even able to hold together, moving along the Twin Span and Highway 11 bridge, and then also some thunderstorm activity around the Folsom area, again, could continue further into Washington and northern Tangi. Otherwise, it's been kind of a mix of sun and clouds over the last couple of hours, and that really, with the cloud cover and rainfall starting once again well before noon, kept our temperatures down. We're currently at 83 degrees now. Can't do anything about the humidity, making it feel like 93, but today's high was below average. Again, 88 for a high. Normal would be 90 degrees. Now, once you get into that sunshine, easily getting into the lower mid 90s, and that may be on the way for this weekend. Upper 70s in Hammond with some rainfall, otherwise 80s on the map right now. And as I said, this time of the year, you're not going to do anything with those dew points. So looking ahead, our better rain chances will continue tomorrow, and I think on Thursday as well, as we head toward Friday, the weekend, and somewhat into next week, hotter and drier. We stay quiet in the tropics, and mentioning this yesterday, it looks to continue for quite a while with a quiet pattern in the tropical basin. We'll talk about that in a moment. Still have for us a more active pattern over the southeastern United States, keeping these upper troughs and the instability that we're showing you. This is what helps to trigger more abundant rain. This is more than just our normal daytime heating pop-up shower thunderstorm variety. When you get these upper features, it keeps the instability in place and increases rain chances. Now that will change starting Friday and on into the weekend. An upper ridge starts building in, and that keeps most of these upper disturbances away from us. Now this is what may help our rain chances. This upper high is going to position itself starting on Sunday and going into next week more toward the eastern seaboard. That may allow little disturbances to kind of rotate around this high and come in from the east. One such little feature may help to trigger some showers here on Monday and may kind of keep that pattern going into Tuesday and Wednesday. So depending upon the strength and position of this high, it might actually help our rain chances into early next week. But what it is going to do once it starts building over us, that means hotter temperatures. This creates compression in the atmosphere. When you compress air, you heat it up. This is what will lead to temperatures more low mid 90s and not much in the way of any cooling shower. So our temperature trend going forward, especially up along the East Coast, is for us to stay warmer than average. What has been keeping us a little cooler than average is the rainfall. You get rid of that and introduce an upper ridge, we start heating up. So that is on the way. And at least for the next couple of days, we'll keep the clouds and our scattered shower chances around. Those start to end in the next couple of hours, and then clear to partly cloudy skies overnight tonight. May start to see a few isolated showers bubbling up even during the 10 o'clock time frame, but definitely as we head into the afternoon and early evening. Out in the tropics, no development is expected for the next 7 days. And something I want to point out, while we now have our 5th named storm in the eastern Pacific, we have not yet had a storm named in the Atlantic basin, which includes the Gulf and the Caribbean. And remember that little area I was showing you that was being highlighted by the Climate Prediction Center for possible development? That was as of yesterday. I said when the new information came out for today, I would not be surprised to see it removed, and it is removed. And in fact, looking at the Climate Prediction Center's data, they are saying we might not have tropical formation in the Atlantic basin through July 8th. That would put us well into the start of the next month. That would be a good trend to continue. We'll see. Definitely looks like we're going to stay quiet through the end of June. Going into the first full week of July, be even better. 60% chance of rain tomorrow and Thursday. We start drying out a little bit for Friday, the first day of summer. Not completely dry, but only about a 20-30% chance of some showers Saturday and Sunday. Highs in the mid 90s, and then a few more showers return early next week.